So some people may know or not that Kamala Harris's middle name is Devi, D-E-V-I. Her mother, who's Indian, named her and her sister the same middle name, Devi, D-E-V-I, because it goes back to goddesses in Hinduism. Nothing wrong with that. But I had done some videos like a year ago, nothing to do with Kamala. And the only reason I'm bringing up Kamala is because her middle name is Devi, and because it kind of lines up with Revelations, where it's talking about, not saying that this is referring to Kamala. I'm saying that it's just strange, because their mother, because her sister's name is Maya Devi and Kamala is Kamala Devi, and her mother named both of them with that middle name because it's after a Hindu goddess. But the Hindu goddesses and gods, they go through many transformations, like going from male to female to female to male, to then becoming one that's male and female, and then even reptile. And this is not new news. This was 2020, yeah. Why seeing Kamala Devi Harris on the debate stage makes me feel like I belong. So it's not a hoax. And as I had just explained here, Devi, it's a Sanskrit word for goddess, the masculine form being Deva. And if you go a little further down, it translates as heavenly, divine, terrestrial things of high excellence, exalted, shining ones. So the Hindu goddesses, there's so many of them, they transform into different goddesses and then take on different shapes, and then they just have many transformations. Here's but a few of those. So that's why in that part in Revelations, I can't remember if it's 10 or 11, 12, where it talks about the woman who's pregnant coming down, standing on the moon with the sun, with a crown and diadems around her head, jewels. The Catholic Church has taught that that's Mother Mary. No, it's a deity. So likely going back to this stuff, possibly. I mean, it relates more. So here's goddess Kamala Devi, and everybody's seen this, the woman meditating on the lotus, whether it's Buddha or one of the Hindus goddesses. But again, many transformations take place. And let me be clear, I'm not saying that Kamala is going to have some transformation. I'm just saying, relate it biblically to what it says in Scripture. It will make more sense. Yeah, it starts transforming into the different arms, sort of like that statue they have outside of CERN with the 8 arms. So that's what happens. Oh, yeah, look, well, let's see, holding a decapitated head. Nothing wrong with that. It's just part of the religion. But something to bring notice to that people may not pick up on, that the reason I'm bringing attention to this as well, is you see the serpents behind her sort of hanging above her headpiece. Now there's what, 5 there. So there's, in Buddhism and Hinduism, there's Naga. I did videos about Naga like a year ago. They're still on my YouTube channel. They really, like, so in their religion, it's not against, they don't have anything against idol worshiping. And believe me, in India and China, they have huge statues to this stuff, most especially Naga. This is Naga, the 7-headed serpent. Naga is the king of the cobras. So one of the stories goes, because if you look closely, Buddha's right there in the middle. The part they didn't tell Americans is that Buddha is sitting on a serpent. Yeah. Because the story goes that Buddha was in the woods meditating and it was raining. And Naga, king of the cobras, wanted to help Buddha keep him from getting wet. So he slithered underneath Buddha, and as he slithered, he raised him up. Because as you can see here, this is part of the cobra. It's around under him, and then it came up over him, the seven-headed snake, to cover him from the rain. Okay? So many Nagas. Yeah, it's part of the religion. I'm not mocking it. What I'm trying to draw attention here to is obviously it's not something Christians believe in, but it is in the sense that, well, it talks about it in Revelations. I mean, the seven-headed, the serpent, but this is terrifying looking. This doesn't, I'm just, my opinion. And so you can get the full effect here. Yeah, that's the side view of it. Yeah, the slithering tongue, and then you can see how it's under Buddha. They actually have like mechanical shows showing how this happens with Buddha. But it's not just Buddha, it's the Hindu goddesses as well. So let's go back to the picture I was showing with the Hindu goddess holding the decapitated head. And what you will notice above her is, well, there it's 5 serpents. But again, in the same position, because it goes hand in hand. That's it's still Devi. It's a goddess. Again, they transform. I'm not saying anybody's going to transform. I'm just saying that what I'm showing you are all different forms of different Hindu goddesses, Devis. Okay? The Devi Gita. Because it transforms even into partial reptile. So although this isn't literal, we could hope not, but there's significance here to the Christian Bible in the last book of the Bible. It's not just this, it's not just chapter 12, it's all through Revelations, what I'm pointing out here, but as you can see, and a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a crown of 12 stars. She was pregnant and was crying out in birth pains and the agony of giving birth. And another sign appeared in heaven, behold, a great red dragon, with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his heads 7 diadems. So this isn't talking about Mother Mary at all. It's talking about a deity. Same type deity that's the big statue out in front of CERN, right? With all the arms. Red dragon. So, I'm sure it's all just a coincidence. That's all. Nothing to see here. I believe this is a band in India, but yeah, Naga Devi. Those are the key things, because that is in Revelations. It's all through it. What a coincidence. So I think it's interesting that it seems that there's nothing against people that are Indian. But it just does seem strange that, well, I just think about it. Because, Vance's wife, and they're 2 different religions. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just, I don't know what's going on with the Hindu gods and it being like again, our country was founded under Christian values. You're welcome to worship here, but I don't think anybody wants to take away the Christian values we were founded on.